Hello. Look at this, 75%. Everything just has even numbers during this playthrough. Half the game, 50%. Alright, let's continue. Western Delta, a river valley gradually drowned by the encroaching sea. The blackish water is a unique ecosystem with many endemic species. Endemic?
How's the system looking, Melville? Any obvious changes?
It's still a mess, but things are clearing up. I can access some of the subroutines that I was locked out of before. Nothing is obviously malfunctioning, I think.
Does it still accord special significance to 1K?
Yes, it recognizes 1K as a user. I'm just hacking things.
As I suspected, the founder sees you, 1K.
Alright, this is going somewhere dark, I feel like. I feel like we will have a war or a rebellion at our hands with this mayor. But we'll see. Yeah. Wait, Linux? That's the friend, no? Who wrote us from Secret Society? Where was it? Yes. That's nice. But she or he can't talk about it here because there's another dude, unless they're in cahoots.
Hi, 1K.
What kid? Do you think the goal is a myth?
It's a myth, it's a symbol, but mostly, it's just a goal.
What is your vision of our future?
Holistic, tech-assisted, communal utopia. I'd settle for nudging the needle.
Short and to the point. What are your thoughts on the theory of everything?
Not totally implausible. I wouldn't be able to resist taking a look.
What was your relationship with Byron?
We respected each other and I supported him. We had our philosophical differences, of course. He placed much greater emphasis on the individual than I did, but overall I think he was our best bet. Still is, I hope.
Why did you decide to come here after all?
Given Byron's disappearance and the political struggle surrounding the Somnodrome, it seemed logical to adjust my priorities.
You haven't told me much about yourself.
That's because I find such conversations boring.
I mean, we're also kind of streaming through our eyes, I guess. So everything we're talking about is also... But we're not streaming when we're reading the social medias, I guess.
What can I do for you, 1K?
Do you think the goal is a myth?
As a journalist, I think the line between speculation and disinformation is too thin for me to engage in guessing games.
What are your thoughts on the theory of everything?
It's a complex issue, and I think it should be left to experts.
Tell me about yourself.
I believe that journalism serves an important function in our society, and I'm dedicated to reporting the truth with accountability and responsibility.
What does responsibility mean in the context of your work?
It means understanding that I can't just publish things without considering their impact. Serious disruptions to the social fabric of New Jerusalem could endanger lives. That's not journalism
censoring.
anymore.
We need more journalists then. Alright, so it looks kind of the same as at the east in terms of nature. Whoa. Oh. A moving platform. Does it follow the cord or is it just accidental right now? And it's powered by a laser. Okay, so it also closes the next door. Okay, well, that's nice. Okay. I need to keep it up, but I think I need another connector. How am I going to get the blue? I could get the blue. Fuck. If I put it on this, but then I need another connector to go with it. I guess we can try this. Okay, we'll align. Alright, it works. Easy! Give me something better. Jesus.
I know you're all thinking about the goal and the theory of everything. Is the past what we thought it was? Is the future what we want it to be? But the only thing that's real, at the end of the day, is the present. And
Shut
right
up.
now, what matters is that our friend is lost and needs our help.
Yeah, but you haven't really tried looking for him while you were inside, were you? Okay, so our goal is this red laser. Then I stand here. The thing will ride. Also has a timer. Like when it's gonna activate. Okay, have this. Now I can. I guess use it on the button. And I'm not sure where the platform is gonna go. Is it the cord again. There we go. One step closer. And then I just move it here. I think we're Gucci then. It can even reach the source from here. I thought I needed another. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I can do it with another connector anyway. Or maybe not. Shit. Okay, this is a bit more complex than I thought. It's almost as if you can do it from here, but no. Maybe, oh, maybe it's... I need to put a cube on it and connector, but I'm not sure if I can. It seems to be too high. I don't know. Yeah, that's not a thing I can do. Alright, what else? Like, from here, I can't do it with one connector. It's gotta be something inside that shines through this fence, but not sure how. Alright, well, let's let it run for a bit and see. Can I connect it to itself? No. It's just like a little bit off. Wait. It never really reaches that point. Can I use the cube here? Will it deliver, or will it get stuck anyway? It's hard to say, but I think it will. The blue, I mean the white lines, should be fine. But how? And if it's here. No. Okay, so it's gotta be super close. Weird. Here, calm the fuck down. Like, if there was a place where I could just drop from, that would have been nice. Then I could have set up the tower, the cube, and the problem would be solved, but that's not how it works. Probably works like mines. Yeah. Is there any way I can get myself out while also getting all the other tools in there? I don't think so. Hey. Shit. Wait. Come on. Why not? God damn it. Like, I'm on it. I guess you can't. Damn it. And these rooms are useless to me, right? Like nothing. This platform helped me to get another thing out. But should I ignore it now, or? Oh, wait. I could, in theory, jump from this fence or jump in, but I won't be able to get the cube back with me. And this fence, it's gotta stay. Like, if it was just to open it. Fuck. How am I going to get the cube back, is the question. Looks like... Or... No. Is this thing somehow helpful in this scenario? I don't see how. It's not close enough. I mean, if I'm very careful, I could maybe do it. But it seems so skill related, you know? Not a lot of people could execute this. Well, I mean, there are people who won't be able to do it effectively. Not maybe a lot, but still. Okay, so technically I could do this, so let's try it. But wait, no. Okay. So you do this, then get the cube, and then, well, the problem is now I won't be able to get out. Even this might not solve much. Or... because I need this setup here. Then... one moment, I need to answer a phone. Alright, back. That is a problem. It would have worked if... There's also a problem of... Shit. Now I can't even move this thing. If this thing was here, it still wouldn't work. This might be something else. Am I supposed to do this? Like, it feels like all of them must be there. I also need a way to get out. I could get in. Work on solving a puzzle for more than 20 minutes. Really? That's the longest I ever tried solving a puzzle? It felt like less. But this one's like, it feels like it's close. It's very close. But not quite there. I mean, I could maybe have it moving all the time. I'm not sure how to do that. And also have a connector doing something useful. And then if it moves all the time, then I would be able to jump over a fence eventually. So it's up to this connector to do it somehow. And so this connector must deliver the source and also keep moving the platform somehow without using the cube. this does not seem possible. Like, I could do it for a tiny bit. No, this whole thing is just horrible. Like, I could do it with this connector when it's the platform going through here. But I will need to be super fast, and also it's never going to reach. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Wait, what if it's the opposite? What if it's... Oh my god, it's probably from here, isn't it? Oh my god, okay, it was not that hard actually. Or is it? Alright. Well, okay, we'll see. So I need to... I need it to be in a different place. It's a horrible place. Okay, there we go. There we go. Easy. How's Twitch doing? Oh, bots again. Nice. Well, that's for later. So maybe I need to connect to both this and that. And this. And this. And hope that this will work out. I need to answer a phone again. 1 second. I hope it's not going to interrupt itself. Oh shit! Ah, no, it's not. It's not connected. I'm not sure how it's going to behave when there's going to be conflicting signals. Okay, it does change color because it prioritizes the source.
Good work. Keep going.
Bootstrapping. If what Prometheus revealed about the theory of everything is true, then it explains a lot of the patterns I've been finding. Almost every artificial structure on this island was printed into existence in some kind of energy to matter process, or maybe by different versions of that process, some earlier and less effective, and I can only assume that the megastructure itself was created by bootstrapping, having one machine make a bigger one, which probably means you could create a relatively small device that turns itself into a complete megastructure, or you could make a machine that just deploys more and more of itself and builds something. A CT in a box depends on the power source, I guess. So would that just continue growing then? I recognize that many citizens feel the need to discuss the visions experienced by 1K, which suggests that perhaps certain aspects of what we have hitherto believed about the founder and the goal may be inaccurate. However, given the controversy surrounding the subject matter, I will ask everyone to be particularly careful in how they express themselves. I think we have final and irrevocable proof that we've strayed from Athena's original vision. I agree, but I'd like to submit that even if that weren't the case, deliberately engineering an energy-poor future would still be a disastrous and misanthropic idea. How do we know any of this is real? Athena's voice is just Alexandra Drenan's. I could switch to the same voice pack right now and record myself telling you that the goal is the truth. Wait, Athena chose Drannon's voice? I didn't even notice that. Which makes a good point. Objective truth is not a concept that can be applied to the world we live in. Fine, then we can just collectively decide to believe in something else, right? Doesn't even have to be the Athena. Let's just believe in Byron's ideas instead. Byron's ideas are a technological fantasy. But if it's all arbitrary, what does that matter? I just don't buy this whole goal thing anymore. Byron was right. Does this matter what Athena believes? Does it matter what Athena believes? Honest question. Let's say the founder is a myth that was constructed around her. In that scenario, what do we owe Athena at the end of the day? An apology. Not an answer I expected, but you may be right. Maybe it's as simple as that. Or none of this matters because it's actually aliens.
1K, listen. I wanted to ask you something. From your perspective, as someone who's still new to our society, do you think New Jerusalem betrayed Athena?
In a democracy, people are not obligated to support what their leaders want them to. Or is. New Jerusalem isn't monolithic.
It's not. You're right. And Byron and a handful of others stood up for Athena. But what did I do? Just kept working. The occasional sarcastic remark isn't resistance. It's not fighting for something. It's just thinly disguised apathy.
If you believe that you were wrong, make different choices now.
I will. But it's hard not to regret the past.
How do you feel about Mayor Hermione Nubis as a leader?
When I think about the state New Jerusalem is in, he's put us all in danger. I don't know if he really believes in the goal or if it's just a convenient myth, but I don't care. This is not how you build a living civilization.
Do you think the goal is a myth?
Yes, of course it is.
Where do you think Cornelius is?
I don't know. I suspect he's around here somewhere, biding his time. But what he's waiting for, not a clue.
What do you want to do with your future?
I'd like to help make New Jerusalem the city it was meant to be. And then I'd like to help build new cities. On Earth and up there too. Cities nobody's ever imagined before.
Why was it so easy for people to believe in the goal?
Because there's no effort involved. Building a better world means taking responsibility. It means making choices and living with their consequences. Surrendering to nature is just letting go.
It's a good way to put it. Gonna kill ya! With our robotic hands, will crack your neck. Yeah, they don't recognize fences. Proud deer.
You know, when I decided that we should call ourselves human, I did that because it seemed like a powerful symbol of our continuity. But the truth is, and I'm ashamed to admit this, I thought we were better than them. I thought we understood the value of civilization, and we wouldn't repeat the same mistakes. But the simulation worked too well.
We're not just like them. We are them.
We really are.
But that doesn't have to be a bad thing, Athena. We may have the same flaws, but we also have all the potential they did. Everything that Alexandra Drennan saw in them is also in us.
I hope you're right.
What the fuck?
I really do.
So there are fans. And this activates... Wait, no, it doesn't activate the fan. It does something with the fans, but I think you also need a blue connector. I feel like there must be another connector. Or, yeah, there it is. Okay, so I need to get that first. Or maybe a cube. Okay, let's start simple. Okay, empty room, useless. Good. Now... But wait. Okay, I need this blue. And I can get it with a cube, technically. There we go. Okay, that's just a piece of a fan. That makes it easier. And then... Wait, will that also launch the platform? Let's see what happens. Oh, it just goes from button to... Okay. Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's a platform or something, or a cube, right? Or does it? It's gotta matter, otherwise, why make the puzzle? I need blue. I don't think it can deliver blue to that gate, even if it's floating. So... Well, let's see. Ah, come on. Okay, so it could have been just another cube, I guess, then. Yeah, there is no extra layer to this. Next.
Tell me, Yakut, what impact do you think the megastructure will have on the future of this island?
It depends on what we do with it. Miranda used it to spread life, to make things better. We can do the same.
Well, spreading life does not equals better.
So. She just made a mistake. She couldn't wait to show everyone what they discovered. We can be more careful.
Archived message from Aurenia to Athena. Athena, I know that we didn't have the greatest relationship and I frequently antagonized you. The truth is, I resented you. Resented this mythology of the founder. I thought you had created it deliberately as a way of controlling us. I wanted to so badly to be free, and you seemed to stand in the way of that. Only after you left and the cult of personality grew even wilder did I realize it was actually a burden and an impediment to you. When they turned your myth into the opposite of everything you actually believed, started tearing down your dreams in your own name, I realized I'd wronged you, and now I'm less free than ever. I feel the walls crushing me. I don't know where you are or what you are doing. I don't know if coming back would fix things, but I'm sorry. Atlas and Leyden. Author Athanasios. From the Atlas Variations by Athanasius. After a billion years, when Atlas had grown old and tired of holding up the world, he was faced with the dilemma. Heracles, the son of Zeus, was on his way to the garden of the Hesperides to claim the golden apples, which were guarded by the dragon Ladon. Zeus came to Atlas and promised that if Atlas helped Heracles slay the dragon, Zeus would free Atlas from his burden. But Atlas, seeing the beauty and innocence of Ladon, beloved of the Hesperides, could not slay the beast. Instead, he stole the apples and gave them to Heracles. And so he was condemned to bear the weight of the cosmos for another billion years. But though Atlas grieved for his freedom, he was comforted by watching Ladon flourish in the verdant garden. Joy and Beauty by Oscar Wilde. From the soul of man. Sympathy with pain there will, of course, always be. It is one of the first instincts of man. The animals which are individual, the higher animals, that is to say, share it with us. But it must be remembered that while sympathy with joy intensifies the sum of joy in the world, sympathy with pain does not really diminish the amount of pain. It may make men better able to endure evil, but the evil remains. Sympathy with consumption does not cure consumption. That is what science does. Sympathy with consumption? I can't... What does that mean? Christ made no attempt to reconstruct society, and consequently the individualism that he preached to man could be realized only through pain or in solitude. The ideals that we owe to Christ are the ideals of the man who abandons society entirely, or the man who resists society absolutely. But man is naturally social. Even the Thebaid became peopled at last. And don't know who that is. And though the Cenobite realizes his personality, it is often an impoverished personality that he so realizes. Shallow speakers and shallow thinkers in pulpits and on platforms often talk about the world's worship of pleasure and whine against it, but it is rarely in the world's history that its ideal has been one of joy and beauty. When you tell people that a society could be built on the ideals of joy and beauty, they think you are a utopian fantasist. If you tell them society will always be built on exploitation and greed, they think you are wise, and so they make the outcome inevitable. Performative cynicism has always been the hallmark of adolescence. But has there ever been a society of adults? Can there ever be one? Why is this childishness so extremely powerful? More powerful than joy and beauty? So far, so good. Alright, so that's my goal, to use this vent. Double doors here for some reason. Is this that simple? No. Somehow I need to stop it. Not sure how exactly I could bring this connector in, if it's even possible. Okay. Can I slow it somehow? Can I make it bump here? I don't know how fast it opens the door. But like, all we have just two connectors. And to do anything, I would need to bring the connector in. Oh wait, maybe it's more about interrupting. So you don't really need this plate. It could have been like a mine, I think. Fuck. What? Oh, it's crisscrossing. Shit. That's a problem. Maybe then... with this... all I need is just a little burst. Or maybe it's also not going to work because it needs a charge. Oh no, worked.
Father, what is my purpose? Do I have a purpose? Mother says purpose is something we choose.
This again.
But I feel like there's something there. Something that's been there from the moment I was born. Maybe even before.
Well, there are many ways of looking at this, and everyone's experience is different, so you'll have to make up your own mind. But I have a little theory, if you'd like to humor your old man.
Of course. What is it?
The universe is eternal, but it's always lost in a deep, dreamless sleep. You are a tiny little bit of the universe that's suddenly woken up, and you've realized that being awake is better than being asleep. And that gives you a purpose.
And what is my purpose?
To be, Miranda. Just to be.
Alright. All I needed to do is just find this shit. Okay, there is double here, so... wait. Yes, okay, so... this is it then? Double on the right. Yeah. So I need this. Ease.
In times of war, is it wisdom or folly to give a sword to a child?
What can I do for you?
Do you think the goal is a myth?
It's possible. I won't trust Prometheus until he actually leads us to Byron, but yeah, seems likely. But even if it is a myth, that doesn't mean we can just abandon it. Myths can contain elements of truth, and I think this one exists for a reason.
What reason?
Maybe we had to create this imaginary founder because the real one lost her way.
But why? Why do you need to keep population at 1,000 and not try to find new sources of power and not grow? Just because you're afraid of collapsing? What are your thoughts on the theory of everything?
People have thought they understood everything before.
No.
Obviously,
well,
Athena has unlocked tremendous powers.
not
but
now.
Forgive me if I'm skeptical that her theory really encompasses everything.
You are right, there are limits to our ability to know.
Not just our ability to know, but our need to know. More equations aren't going to make us any happier.
Are you sure the founder lost her way? Also, that's not true. More equations could make us happier if these equations lead to better technology, and better technology to better life. Are you sure the founder lost her way?
It's the only way I can explain what she's built here. She got wrapped up in her ideas and lost all sense of perspective.
What do you make of the Crayer?
Byron couldn't stand him. Have you ever tried asking the mayor a difficult question, he used to say? But I think he does an all right job, to be honest.
Do you ever deal with my mayor's advisors?
I try to stay out of their circuits, and they try to stay out of mine. Helga is an old friend, but the others, they're not my crowd.
How do you feel about Mayor Hermione newbies?
He's smarter than people give him credit for. There's more to some folks than meets the eye, you know.
Okay, so that just controls the fan. The thing is, like, this cord looks too much like the power cords. That's confusing. Oh, okay, there's two platforms and they can collide. I need the blue here somehow. There's another connector there. And so if I just put it on this platform, will it still stay in or no? Oh, come on. Okay. What do I do with it then? It's gotta be a red one that I need to put on the fan. But then what's the deal with the blue? Oh wait. So I need to use this one. Okay. Should be able to follow it to the fan, and then this one for the blue. And I think that's it. Oh, come on. What? Okay, maybe I can stack those platforms up. But fuck. How am I going to do that? Oh. Is that intentional? I feel like it's not. Oh. Wait. Okay, there's a sprite there, I just noticed.
Excuse me. I was looking at your research log, and I was rather perplexed by the latest upload.
Oh, Melville strikes again.
Is that your foot, Melville?
Yes. Do you want to see it up close? Although you won't be able to fully enjoy it as you don't
That's
have a rear
weird.
camera.
Sorry, Mayor. Melville just has a unique way of taking pictures.
Next time you're getting an upgrade, you coot. I'm installing a mute button.
Can I separate these now? What the fuck? All right. These things must be connected to the Naima system. Maybe I should dig one up, see how it works. So somehow I need to make it so I am on the platform and those platforms stuck up by themselves, or no, it's got to be by themselves because nothing can be on the platform I'm standing. So I somehow need to make it almost like automatic. Alright, I think it could be done. This one for the red, and the red should go first. But no, I still need to have some time, so I can't set up both things right away. Alright, just gotta make it quick. Oh shit. Damn it. Alright, that wasn't too hard. This kind of sprite is more interesting, but then you still have to catch it. Getting to the point of the puzzle that wasn't intended by the puzzle is more interesting than just running around after it. Who's this? Alcatraz again? No, that's the mayor. Hey. Well, damn it.
Great works have been accomplished by those who believed in humankind. But greater things than these may yet be accomplished by those who uphold the faith.
What can I do for you, 1K?
Could the theory of everything be used safely?
Let's assume for a moment that we could use it safely, which I doubt. Does that mean that we should? Is it right for us to dominate the world? We value our own freedom. Should we not also value the freedom of all the living things with which we share this planet?
But you could just go to another planet. If you are so concerned about that. Fucking dear. Animals in this game are just insane. Who is running the city while you are gone?
My chief aide, Jeremy, is in charge for now. It's good practice for him, in case he decides to run for office one day.
He would have died from this. He would have stomped by a deer. About the founder.
Not now. Let's have this conversation at another time. You still have a lot to do. Better get to it.
But there was more.
What can I do for you, one?
Tell me about Cornelius.
Cornelius is responsible for many innovations. He helped create the designs for the upgraded body you inhabit, although the founder chose to remain in her original configuration. But in recent years, he had settled into a life of quiet scholarship. Or so it seemed. It's always a pleasure to speak.
What does upgraded body means exactly? What's upgraded? So it does... What does it do? Is it connected to the door? Whoa, okay. I guess... this. And since it could just do the red here, should I choose blue or red with the accumulator? And then we have that, which... And I don't have the one that reverses the color. Because I need to... Alright, well, let's start cooking. Something must be here, is also a problem. from here, connector doesn't really do much. I almost feel like it's gotta be red. Well, let's start with blue. It's just blue is too easy. Okay, and how am I going to move this now? I guess I don't need to move it up to a point and then... Yeah, okay, wait. Yeah. I think I got it. We'll move it there, and then we'll switch connectors around in a way where I don't need to stand here. Was blue.
That was very smart, 1K.
It was.
Sorry, I didn't mean to sound surprised. I mean, like, clearly you know what you're doing. Hey, can we talk for a second?
We just did. Of course.
I'm still struggling. I was really hoping we'd find Miranda alive. Her way of seeing the world was so inspiring. And the idea that I can never get to know her, that she's gone.
I am sorry.
I guess I've never really been good at dealing with death. Maybe because it's so rare in New Jerusalem. Except for pets, and even in that case, I find it very hard to deal with. I still miss my first cat, and it's been over a century since she died.
I've never had to deal with death, but I imagine it's hard.
When someone dies, it's this void. I know I should just let it go, but some part of me refuses. And I feel like that part, it hurts me, but it also keeps me human. And I know it would be healthier if I said, okay, Miranda is someone I never met. She's just a bunch of glitchy old files. But if I do that, as rational as it seems, it feels like I'm surrendering something. Something that matters.
Well, with death, it sucks, but you just have to try to keep going and not get too fixated on it. Would be nice if we could just cure death, but we can't. You have to go. This doesn't help anyone. You can let go of the pain but still care about the person.
I hope so. I can't right now, but maybe I can get there somehow. Anyway, thanks for talking to me, 1K. Of course, go ahead.
What do you think about Mayor Hermanubis?
I think he's done his best. I don't disrespect him, but I'm not sure he's leading us down the right path. Despite everything that's gone wrong
Has
here,
he done his best?
I'm not sure we should just reject what the megastructure has to offer.
Do you ever think about your future?
On the one hand, there's so much we could do with the theory of everything. So many lives I could live. I have enough ideas for the next, I don't know, 20,000 years, easily. And that's just from 5 minutes of thinking about it. On the other hand, Miranda's gone. So much hope, so much grief. I don't know how to balance that.
We barely knew this Miranda. Why is there so much grief? How is Bruce?
I hear he escaped Pellegrino and peed all over Melville's workshop. So apparently, he's doing great. I miss him, though. I always feel like the fact that he likes me is a huge compliment. Lifts me up somehow.
Do you think the goal is just a myth?
Honestly, I'm not sure how I couldn't see it more clearly before. It doesn't match anything Alexander Drennan believed in, and continuing Drennan's legacy was Athena's whole point.
Tell me something irrelevant.
In the ancient year 1969, a band called Mellow Macaron wrote a psychedelic rock song about the Talos Principle. It's called Cretan Bronze Man's Flying Mystery Adventure.
Was it really? Well, all the links are back to Talos Principle, so I don't think it was real. Mellow macaron. No, it seems made up. Nice.
I don't know if it's nice, but it's definitely the most understandable song on the album. There's another one which is called The Fish People Will Teach You How to Sing, Mr. Allen, which is 20 minutes long and was recorded underwater.
Is it any good?
I think you need psychedelics to enjoy it, really. Maybe if you stick your head inside a really large magnet.
The robots don't have drugs, huh? Now that you've solved a puzzle, would you like to try another one?
Nope, but at least I finally understand why Athena wanted to get out of the simulation so badly.
The reason I have always admired Alexandra Drennan is that even in death, she fought to see the world as it is, not as she wanted to see it. I say fought because I believe this is not an easy matter. It is a mental and spiritual struggle that we must undertake with great seriousness, even when we are joking. The ancients believed that for most of us, the world is a shadow cast by a flame, dimly seen on the wall of a cave. Our task is not to interpret these shapes, but to free ourselves from the cave itself.
How does that help me? Oh wait, there's a teleporter. Okay, this might be for later. So what I need right now is teleporter in there. Oh boy. It's not even the end. Yeah, there is another wall. It's better to have all the tools in there so I can swap them around, but let's see. There is a gate here, which means I could put a teleporter. But I won't be able to get back. Actually, I will. There's a ladder here. So my goal right now is to get this there, put it on the button somehow. Gotta be a better way. So I have this laser, and I need to use this laser to push it. So far I only know of one way. I don't see how else I can do it. There is this smaller gate, but I don't have a cube. There's gotta be two connectors, I guess? Okay, let's try two connectors and the drill. Minus teleport. I think this might work. Fuck. Yeah, but I only need just anything to put here. I think that's it.
The founder has a remarkable gift for designing these trials. But then, she did have to overcome Elohim, whose very purpose was to design trials.
That's a weird voice pack for a politician. I am always struck by the degree to which our ancestors in the years before the end struggled with sincerity. They became poisoned with irony, unable to parse any information through anything except a thick layer of alienation. This left so little space for any kind of intellectual authenticity that they seemed to exist in a state of permanent agony. Ironically, that in turn made them extremely susceptible to the few sanctioned forms of sincerity which acted as means of social control. What? There's a gap followed by, there is something equally damaging in our own estrangement from our humanity. We mimic the forms and behaviors of our human ancestors, but we don't act like proud inheritors of the human condition. Everything we do gets filtered through the perpetual awareness of their shortcomings, to the degree that we act as if our existence was one of their failures. Author unknown, whoever it is, I understand what they mean, but disagree with their conclusion. This perpetual awareness isn't a form of alienation, it's a way of learning from the mistakes of our species, unpleasant but necessary. Okay. To understand what humanity is capable of, what it means to flourish, we have to look at the golden age of Athenian democracy. The list of geniuses who lived in Athens at the time is so long it's almost inconceivable. Pericles, Sophocles, Aeschylus, Phidias, Euripides, Herodotus, Thucydides, Plato, Socrates, Hippocrates, Aristophanes, Aristotle, and the list goes on. These are people who changed world history. Without them, there is no Straton of Stagiria to inspire Alexander Drennan. Without them, we do not exist. Also, they had a campaign during the first game, as I heard, of having like a fake blogger who posted a bunch of Straton on the internet as if it was a real person from before, like quoting him and just trying to discuss their philosophy. It's kind of funny that they did that, like almost trying to make him real. Was it a perfect time? No, undoubtedly not, but listing the flaws obscures the greater truth. Giving the opportunity, giving freedom and resources and space to grow, human beings are capable of incredible things. It would mean everything to me to walk the roads where these people once walked, to stand where they stood and think about the world as they dared to. I think you shouldn't really romanticize the past too much. Sure, there were people like great philosophers, but also it was a horrible time where there was slavery and murder everywhere, and you could have been like stabbed to death and nobody would care. Like, You should maybe look into the future more than into the past. Compared to Golden Age of Athens, our current age is like 100 times better. Plus, you can only be the first once. You can't rediscover the theory of gravity or even relativity again, even if like you weren't taught about it. Nobody would care. Nobody would write you in the books anymore. Even though there are people capable of coming to the conclusions, I guess. Where is the lost puzzles? Nope, nope, stop. Okay, something similar again. Yeah, but that closes the stream then. Nope. Okay. What's that do? No! Okay, so that opens the door. Can I keep the door somehow open? Other way? Will this button also work? Damn it. You just drop it. We have a bit of a problem though, because this connector will be left in there. I don't like it. Well, let's keep going, I guess. We'll see. Maybe that's how you're supposed to solve it. there no way to rescue this? Blue. Shit. Well, with one I could just stand here myself, just we'll keep going. I also need to open that other door. And keep it open and keep this thing going. Ooh. I think there might be a way. Yes. I think there just might be. Haha. Okay, so that was intentional. Puzzles. Makes me feel alive. Against Decay, unknown author. We live in a decaying system which in turn produces ideologies of decay to justify its existence, no matter what cultural signifiers they get packaged with. These ideologies come down to the same material result, a future in which for the average person there is less of everything. To paraphrase Mark Fisher, we find it easier to imagine the decline of civilization than to imagine a civilization worth living in. Those of us who still believe in that humanity can thrive, that there is a path forward other than willful or accidental decay, are out of sync with the system. No matter how we phrase our arguments, they will be perceived in terms of whatever cultural signifiers the listener opposes. It's a deeply frustrating, depressing, even infuriating situation, but what can we do except patiently explain and hope conditions change? In other words, what can we do to accept, have faith? This was written only a few months before the discovery of the virus. There was no time for conditions to change. Hipasha Journal, Day 882. It's been a while since I last wrote an entry in my journal. Much has changed in New Jerusalem. We've put up a good chunk of the planned living quarters, and the old storage facility has been converted into a movie theater, of all things. So we still argue a lot, but now it's mostly about which film we'll be watching next. Other construction efforts are going well too, although we've begun to run out of readily accessible resources. Our scavenging expeditions are ranging further and further afield with each passing month, and the sites that they have reported on sound truly marvelous. One day I might want to go see for myself. It's a good thing in that regard that we'll getting to new citizens soon, because everyone is as busy as ever. More hands to help us build our future. I can't wait to meet them. Alright, Trevor, what do you got now?
How is this
Still
supposed to
alive?
work? The system is meant to last centuries. Centuries! And yeah, Chernyshevsky's plan, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But I'm working with hardware that was deliberately designed to fail. Planned obsolescence, baby. Selling broken garbage just to make another buck. A buck you can't even spend because in a few more weeks, we'll be extinct. Was it worth it? That's the part that Alexandra doesn't see. The greed, the stupidity, the selfishness, the way that we created this whole situation in the first place. She wants you to be like us, but if you ask me, there's a whole lot of human history and behavior you can just throw away, chuck it in the trash, right? You have a chance at a fresh start. Make the best of it.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, a lot of behavior is not needed, and if we're trying to create an artificial intelligence, we should only get the best. It was useful for people in the wilds, that's why we have it. Greed, that will help you survive longer. But okay, I needed to be there. How do I have to restart? Alright. No. Shit. I didn't think this through. I need to move further. I forgot. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't see it before I teleported. God damn it. Okay, I think the start is just fine. I think this is just fine. Okay, in theory, this should be fine too. Nope, stop. Damn it. Guys. Not close enough? Oh, it's not on the button! Fuck! Shit. Wait, might still be salvageable. Oh. this. Alright, I think that's all. Is there a lab? I think the lab is the last thing, and then going up the tower. Alright, I gotta go. I have some business I need to deal with, but I should be back in a few hours. Continue. Alright. It's been fun.